Welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I'm entering yet another contest here. This is for the Video Game Sharks 1,000 subscriber contest. By the way, congratulations, man. It's a hard road. I think getting to 1,000 subs, I haven't gotten there myself, but I really enjoy watching your videos, and you definitely have an amazing collection. As far as I'm concerned, I could never even imagine having a collection like that. The boxed N64 things that he's amassed over the course of his time on YouTube is, or time collecting rather, I should say, is pretty amazing. So if you haven't checked out the Video Game Sharks channel, you definitely have to go over and check that one out. Of course, like I always say, links down below because I'm going to put them there. So if you don't know about his, you probably do though. I mean, he's up to 1,000 subs already. But if you don't, you definitely have to get over there. And his contest is open, so you can get in on it as well. And put down your responses. I think there's a variety of ways of entering. You can go over to the channel, check out the video via the links or whatever, and you can see how to enter his contest as well. For his contest, a very simple question actually: what's your favorite video game of all time? And for me, that's a very simple answer. Hopefully this will suffice because it's not a console game actually, and I'm not much of a PC gamer, but my favorite game is actually on the computer rather than on consoles, and that is Ultima Online. And this game started, I think, around 16 years ago. I can't remember the exact date that it started, but 16 years ago Ultima Online started, and it's still running to this day with a fairly healthy subscriber base, I think, to it. It's a subscription-based online game. If you haven't checked out Ultima Online, or you're not aware of it, I don't really know sort of what rug you've been under if you're an online kind of MMORPG type of person, because that is really like one of the first innovative kind of ones that, you know, was just past like not graphic based, but like text based things. This was really one of the ones that was truly an open world, and having 16 years of content, because they're constantly adding new content, changing up the skill sets in it, changing up the character types in there and everything like that, and like crafting, and there's just everything in that game. It's fairly unbelievable. If you ever get a chance to check it out and you haven't already, it's pretty amazing. I mean, the graphics are primitive by, I guess, modern day standards. They do have an enhanced client that you can use, but it's not anything that's uber amazing in the visual department. But of course, being a person who loves retro games and things like that, it's not always graphics that make a game. And if you're looking for a game that has just a massive amount of content, there's no game bigger, I would think, than Ultima Online. There is so much going on there. When I started playing that game back in the day, it was just mind-blowing. It was beyond anything that I had ever seen before. I started playing, I think, a few years after it came out, because I wasn't really aware of it when it came out, wasn't really following it to start with. I sort of walked into, I think it was actually a Walmart, and I saw it on the shelf and I was just like, this is cool. And I picked it up and put it on the PC, and away I went, and I stayed playing that game for quite some time now. It's funny actually that I'm bringing this up right now, because although it is my absolute favorite game and I have been subscribed for a number of years now, I've come to the point where I've decided that I'm going to actually cancel my Ultima Online account, so I'm getting rid of all my assets basically in the game and things like that as well, and that's kind of heartbreaking to me, but I'm just not playing it as much now. It's not that I've been there and done that with everything in the game, and I'm definitely not a master of it. There's really no way to master that game, and there's no way to finish that game. It's just a persistent online world. I just don't really have the time to do that now that I've started up my YouTube channel, and basically since I've started my retro collecting here a year and a half ago, I really haven't had the time to get into Ultima and play it a lot. Just doing a lot of video editing and my thrifting and things like that have started eating away at my Ultima time, which is perfectly fine because it's really time for me to move on. Move on in a sense that I'm moving back into like retro stuff too, but moving on onto other things as well in order to pursue my interest with video games, and I can't just be like a one-trick pony, so I kind of have to move on from Ultima. I'll sort of miss it, I think, in the long run, but luckily in canceling my account I can always reopen it again and start up again, so without losing everything. Maybe I'll lose the house that I have in the game, but I'll never lose my my possessions that are on my character and in my bank box. I don't know if you know how the game works, but those things will be still there, so if I ever decide to go back to the game, I'll be able to get, you know, the essential things that I need to get started up and rolling again. But that's my entry for his contest. That's my favorite video game of all time, and if you haven't checked out his channel, of course, like I said before, links down below. You can always find interesting content there. Hopefully a few people here have not actually seen his channel yet, and maybe you'll head over there and he'll get a few more subs out of this as well, and that's what I'm hoping will happen here. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you all later.